What's up, dudes? Grady here, Grady's Gear. I hope you guys like the new intro as much as I do. That just got put together by my brother, Batpat B. Brent over there with Batpat B hooked me up with that new intro, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I am. I think it's dope. Real quick before I get into this, I do have some merch now on teespring.com. It's got a new Duck Boy logo for Grady's Gear. I will have some stuff with my original logo on there and stuff as well, but that's just another logo that I like to throw in. And I'm probably going to get some stickers and stuff like that made too, so I can do swag packs and stuff like that like I've done in the past. But if you are interested, I will link Teespring down in the description below so you guys can go and check it out. I do get a little bit of kickback from that. Not much. I set the profit margin pretty small so that way I can keep the price down as far as I could go on there. But if you guys want to rep the channel and represent Grady's Gear, is some merch on Teespring, guys. So super stoked about that. Anyways, what do we got today? Urban survival gear. So I got another pin, guys, and this is pretty dope. Now, full disclosure, I did not pay for this pin. Urban Survival Gear did send me this to review, but I am super stoked to have it. Really cool box too. I love how simple it is. You just pull that and open. A few things about Urban Survival Gear. He's been making these pins for a very long time. I believe a couple years now, if not 10 years, I think. And I've followed his work for a long time now, and I just never have picked up one of his pins. And you guys know last year I kind of went on a pin kind of binge thing where I wanted to try out all the high-end pins, and I did, and I've kept a few of them. And I was very interested in his Tiscribe Go, which is what we have here, and I hit him up and asked him if I could check it out. He said sure, and sent it along. So huge shout out to Urban Survival Gear for sending this along for review. What's cool about this is it is made in the great US of A. These are made in Texas. Very, very cool to be able to support the mom and pop shops in our own hometowns. And I'm a big supporter of doing that. I have a few pins, quite a few pins that are USA made. So that is really, really cool. This is the full-size version. I did ask for the mini version. He sent me the full-size. Not a big deal at all. But this is the full-size. This is around a Parker style. So it's around just over that 5-inch mark as far as an overall length. And this is a bolt action pin. So what's different about this one is that the bolt action is actually the pocket clip. So you do that, and he pulls out the pin, the ink cartridge right there. And yeah, very, very cool. Very, very fidgety. I like the idea behind this. And I'm going to get into the smaller details of what he's done and stuff that I really appreciate about this pin. So first of all, it does take the Pilot G2 refills, but he does sell adapters on here, which you can get on his website, which has different tips, right? So when you buy the conversion kit, you can do the Parker style refills, which for me, I'm left-handed. And for the most part, Pilot G2 doesn't bother me because most of the time I'm just writing my signature, right? I do my signature at work for drivers and stuff like that I have to sign. Signing a receipt whenever me and my wife go out to eat and stuff like that. So I'm not doing long writing sessions, so the Pilot G2 really doesn't bother me. But because he sent me the full size, this is a little too big for me to pocket carry, right? I like to carry the mini pins, right? This is going to ride in my EDC bag because here lately I have found that I am having longer writing sessions. I've been writing stuff down a lot more lately, and I don't know if it's because I have a newborn and stuff like that. I'm just forgetting stuff all the time. But I'm finding that if I write it down, it's helping me remember. So I'm constantly writing ideas for videos and stuff like that, grocery lists, and just I'm writing a ton. So I might actually pick up the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000, I think is what it is for this. The adapter, because I am doing the longer writing sessions in Pilot G2 when you're left-handed, just because it's a gel ink, isn't that great for me when I'm left-handed. When I'm doing long writing sessions, guys. Some of my other pens have Pilot G2 refills in it, but like I said, they're mini pens. They're really just for my signature and jotting down quick notes and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. I'm not writing for an hour. So, but it does take different cartridges in there, so you can replace it. I do actually like to use blue ink. It's more appeasing to the eye and is good for when you're signing documents and stuff like that rather than black. So I might switch to a blue ink with this as well. But I want to show you guys some really cool features that he's done here to perfect it over time. First of all, I want to talk about the threads on here. You see how that's very smooth? I don't know if you guys could hear that. And let's go ahead and just get a look inside here. It is the Pilot G2, the full size. Pop that in. You do got your spring right in here. Okay, now listen. See how silent that is? A lot of people do not realize how freaking tough it is when you're milling titanium to do threads. It's a very hard process to do because when you're working with titanium, especially milling out very thin threads, it can be very coarse, right? And he has got it down. One thing I like about this dude is that he is constantly posting on Instagram. He is very active in the community. He's getting new equipment. He moved to a bigger space, and the newer equipment is helping him make better products and perfect his product. And that is something I really respect and definitely can get behind right there. And it shows in the craftsmanship, because I have had pens in titanium where I'm doing, and it's just so coarse and loud. This is very silent, very good on the threads on here. And that is a small touch that a lot of people don't really seem to notice. I notice the small details. Another detail that you can see right here, look at that. See how the pocket clip? Now it's almost deep carry. You have this much sticking out, right? But what I really like is, see how it's not touching? That is on purpose because the pocket clip is the freaking bolt action on this thing. And I am ambidextrous, so I can't do this right-handed. But what that is doing is when you're sitting here fidgeting with it, because if you're like me and you have ADD or ADHD, you're going to sit there and you're going to fidget. You constantly have to have something to fidget with, right? That's just what I do all day freaking long. I have to have something to fidget with. Well, if this were to touch, it would be rubbing all on this freaking titanium and scratching it all up. So he's raised it a little bit to where it's not touching, to where it won't mar up your titanium. And I think that's just an awesome little touch that he's done there. Very, very cool. Also, he put jimping right here on the pocket clip. I say jimping. I'm a knife guy. I don't know if it means the same thing in the pen world, but he's got jimping right here to give you traction whenever you're actuating. That helps, gives it a tactile touch to where I can feel for it without looking. Very, very well done. Very fine jimping right here. Also, you have his logo right here etched in. And from my understanding, this was a bitch for him to get completely centered. It took a minute for him to get completely centered. Another feature that I really like, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to pick right there. You see that? Let's see if I can get it focused. Right there. Made in Texas. That is freaking awesome. That's something else that he's been adding. He is in Texas. And I think that's a really, really cool feature, guys. This is called the Go Dark, which is like a darker titanium wash on here. It's very smooth. It's kind of a wider pen, but I like that for long writing sessions on here. It's extremely comfortable. These machined rings right here, guys, very well done. Very comfortable. They're chamfered. They're not sharp. Very, very well done, guys. This is a very comfortable pen to use to write with on here, guys. Very lightweight. And it's just a solid pen, guys. These do come in. Right now, he's running a sale. These are $100. They're regularly $120, which is about the standard, guys, when it comes to other pens on the market. And I'm going to show you guys some other pens that are around this price range, maybe a little bit more expensive and then a little bit cheaper, just to give you guys a comparison to, excuse me, to whatever else is on the market. So, and all the pens that I've kind of gone through in my pen collecting journey, so to speak. But this one is going to have a permanent spot in my EDC bag. right next to some field notes that I got, and that is going to be for my longer writing sessions. So this is making its way into my collection. I'm very stoked to have it. I mean, there's not too much to say. It's a pen, guys. I can't really talk about action or anything like that. It's not a knife. But I thought something else that was interesting. This right here is connected to the bolt action, which I thought was kind of cool because I've been sitting here just fidgeting doing this, annoying the crap out of my wife. For all you lefties out there, I did ask him if he was going to do a lefty version of the bolt action because I'm left-handed. So whenever I do this, I have to pull back and it kind of goes into my hand, right? It's not a big deal. I just readjust and then I can write and then push back out wherever I want to go. If you're right-handed, it goes out, which is kind of more intuitive, and then you pull it back to yourself whenever you're done. He did say that he is going to be doing some lefty models in the future, so keep a lookout for that. I would definitely want to check out a lefty version. Is it the biggest deal? No, it's it's a cylinder. I could just twist it and rotate it around. It's not the biggest deal ever, but I like it whenever a company thinks about the lefties out there and just makes their lives a little bit easier. I really do feel for Kevin, lefty EDC, when it comes to, knives for him and stuff like that. This is just a small gripe for me. But let's do some size comparisons on some other pens that I have. Something I think everybody has is a Fisher Space Fisher Space pen, guys. Let's check this out. When it is fully opened, they are around the same exact size. So, and that takes the Fisher Space Pen refill. This is another pen that I've had for a very long time. This is the Hinder Investigator in stainless steel. This one takes a Fisher Space Pen as well. And it's got the little, you can jab somebody with it on there. A little bit smaller. I actually got married at the courthouse with that pen in my pocket. I actually made it through security with that pen. And these are like $25 on Amazon. You can get these Hinders for like $60, and they come in a whole bunch of different materials. If you get the titanium, it's $200 for that in titanium. One of my absolute favorites right here, Nottingham Tactical. This is the tie button, left-handed double lock. And this one, you press down, press that down and let go. In order to actuate, this takes the Pilot G2 Mini refills. And what's cool about it is, press that up, it's locked. That ink cartridge ain't coming out. This is $150. This was a gift from Lee Nottingham. When I reviewed these, he let me keep one. I'm going to have some new stuff from Nottingham Tactical coming soon, guys, so keep an eye out for that. But this is a mini pen. And I carry that one a ton. The other one that I carry the most is this guy right here. This is my Fellholter. If I can get the camera to focus. There we go. This is my Fellholter, Brian Fellholter Tiny Bolt. And this one's got the bolt action on it as well. Very, very cool pen. Pocket clip is ridiculously long on this one. That's my biggest gripe with it. But you can buy shorter pocket clips for it. This is taking the Lamy M22 refill, which writes very well as well. And pretty much my go-tos are the Fellholter and the Nottingham Tactical. You guys see a lot of pocket dump pictures on my Instagram that has these two pens in them, or at least one of them, right? I bounce back and forth. And then this one is my newest acquisition. So right now, as it sits, I believe this is my entire pen collection. I may have one or two more, but this is the gist of it. And yeah, you could definitely see this is a full-size pen, guys. This one is $175, guys, if I didn't mention that. So very well done. And these are USA made. This is USA made. So is the Fellholter. Those are USA made. And also the Hinder Investigator is USA made as well, I believe. So for USA made, for $100, guys, it's a very, very good option. Very well machined, very comfortable and lightweight. I love the finishing on here. It feels phenomenal, guys. But yeah, guys, I will leave a link down below if you're interested in picking one of these up. I'm not affiliated with him or anything like that, but I will leave the link down there in case you guys want to pick one up for yourself. I hope this video was informative, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next one.